moments where you feel a crisis of meaninglessness. You've gone from a time that felt very meaningful, something changed, and suddenly you're plunged into this sense of emptiness, into this abyss. I'm Dr. Sharon Eve. This is Topics in Psychology. Let's talk about it. The existential psychologists talk about the four givens of existence. I want to talk about one of them now. The four, not in any particular order. The fact that we are mortal, we're all going to die. They talk about the fact that we're all alone. We may be connected with other people, but we're born alone, we die alone. There's certain moments in life where we definitely feel quite alone. For example, when we've had a major loss. I might have lost my parents and you might have lost your parents, but we each experience that a little differently. What it means to us might be different. So that feeling of being alone. They also talk about freedom. We're free to make our choices, but this is a pair, freedom and responsibility. We're free to make our choices, and we're responsible for the choices that we make, what that creates for us, for other people, for the world. So we're free to choose and responsible for our choices. The one I want to talk about here is a crisis of meaningfulness or meaninglessness. Mostly, we keep ourselves busy. Lots of different things. Sometimes it's productive, sometimes it's just checking out. But we don't have to feel that sense of emptiness inside, that our life just isn't meaningful enough. Again, this is something that can come up after a breakup, after a job loss. For accountants, it shows up on April 16th because they've been busy working, doing all those taxes. And they wake up the next morning and they don't have that to do. So by contrast, from things being really meaningful, or let's say you have a project that you've been working on. You've been working really hard on it. It has a deadline. And so you get it done by that moment. And then after that, what do you feel? A sense of aimlessness, not as much of a sense of purpose. So the existential psychologists like to talk about the myth of Sisyphus. Sisyphus in Old Greek mythology, his story was that every day he was destined by the gods or punished by the gods, however you want to look at it, to start in the morning and toil and work really hard to roll a boulder, a heavy boulder, up a hill. And then at the end of the day, when he reaches the top, he's gotten the boulder to the top, and then he steps aside and he watches the boulder roll down all the way down to the bottom where he started that day. And the existential psychologists, and we get this from the writing of Camus, we imagine that in that moment when he's watching the boulder roll back down, he has a faint smile on his face. Why is that? Wouldn't you think that he did all that toiling and all that hard work, got the boulder to the top, and when it rolled down, his work was undone? No. Actually, when the boulder's rolling down to the bottom, he realizes that the next day, when he wakes up, he knows what he has to do. Having some things in your life, it changes all the time. We're at different ages, different life stages. We have kids, we don't have kids, we're getting older, we're young. We have different things in front of us. And part of what defines us as human is embracing the fact that we can put meaning to our day. We can define what that rock is, the boulder is that we push up the hill. What is it for you? What is it for you today, which might be different than last week or last year or many years ago? Tomorrow might be something altogether different. So what is your boulder? What are the things that at this moment give you a sense of meaningfulness in your life? And where is there too much emptiness, a sense of being lost, or just that sense of emptiness that you don't know what is on you to do today that will feel fulfilling and meaningful to you. Let me know how that goes. I read all the comments. Take care, and we'll see another video soon. Bye.